What is going on, everybody? How are you doing? We got a new Extreme Z battle here in Dokkan for Oceanus Shinron and Launch. Now, these two characters, not very good whenever it comes to their easy A's here. So, we're going to go ahead and get them grinded up. I'll try to get... Do they even have 200% leaders? That's what I was going to do in the showcase, is we're going to go over their kits, take a look at them. Oh, Launch does. She's on Yamcha's 200%. And then I guess Oceanus does on Omega, but we don't have Omega yet in on Global. So I guess I'll save her 200% for whenever she actually gets one. I might still do like a showcase for her, though, or something. We'll take her into like some fight. Spoiler alert, she's not going to be very good. She's not on a ton of teams. She's only on Peppy Gals, Shadow Dragons, and GT Bosses. Not sure what team I'm going to take her on. We might run like Shadow Dragon Saga or something, and we'll try to make something work here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. Real quick, let me show you guys my auto clicker inputs. It's kind of hard to see on the screen here, but let me tell you, the important ones are 2 and 3. You want to make sure that those are kind of right in between these buttons, so that they're not clicking on them. But you'll see whenever once I press start here. You see, we need this 2 to click start. We need the 1 to click, like, the level. And I'll just go ahead and click play here so that you guys can see how this works. But essentially, I've just been auto-clicking this while I play Mario. I am on World 6. It's the, what is it? It's like the deep bog lava level or something. I don't remember what the name of it is, but so far I have 100%ed every level that I've played so far, and I've really been enjoying Super Mario Wonder. If you guys are into platformers, Mario games, be sure to check that out. I don't know if I'll stream any on the channel. I'm definitely more inclined to stream off of my Switch than I am like the PlayStation 5, just because the Switch is a whole lot easier to move than the PS5, and it takes up a lot less space. You know, that they made the PS5 like gigantic for some reason, so I don't think we've had any issues going through this. Hopefully you guys don't have any issues either. One thing I will say on the auto clicker, make sure that you have the auto battle button on before you start, because essentially the auto battle button will override any other inputs like in the battle screen like this, and you won't have to worry about like opening up your character wheel or something like that, right? By the way, this 18, you're probably wondering, Jordan, you said you weren't summoning on this banner. Why do you have 18? And, well, I saw the banner this morning, and I went, whatever, I'll throw out a multi. And I guess let me just show you guys real quick what happened. I just kind of said, okay, let me throw out a multi here, and we'll just see what I get. Let me hide that real quick. Where is... It's like in history. There we go. All right, so summon history. I was like, let me just throw out a multi, and I'll see what I get. You guys can see I was doing them this morning. Well, I guess for you guys, it'll be... for you guys, this will be yesterday, but for me, it's still the 23rd. You can see I did a lot of summons on here, but not, like, too many. What is this? Well, let me explain, okay? There's a few stones here that we used. I don't think it was more than 700 or something, but you guys can count these up and let me know however many it was. But you guys can see, okay, so I did the first one here. I was like, okay, I'll just do the discounts, right? And you can see I got 18. I got 2 copies of 18 in the first multi, and then I was like, all right, I guess I'll do the rest of the discounts. And then... I didn't get any in that one. And then here, I got another copy of 18, so then I had her at 2 dupes, and I was like, oh, I might as well just do one more. And then I got, I didn't get one there. But then I got another one here, so then I was one away from the rainbow. And at this point, I was kind of like, well, why don't I just go ahead and try to get a copy of both? And so then I got another one here. All right, so what is that? 50... 100, 150, 150 plus 90 is 240. So I had 18 rainbowed and 240 stones. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go for a copy of Oceanus, or not Oceanus, Mamba. I'll go for a copy of Mamba, and then it took, like, all the rest of these stones just to get one copy of Mamba, and I got her as, like, the guaranteed slot. So you can see here, it's like, I was really unhappy. It's like, all right, we got Android 18 rainbowed in 240. That was painless, but then it made me go, like, another, I don't know, what is this, like... 500 or something. Excuse me, to get a copy of her. So yeah, what is that? So 30, 60, 90, and then 1, 2, 3. So then I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 multi, so it took 640 stones to get it Android 18 rainbowed and 1 copy of Mamba. The only reason I did that one, it was guaranteed featured. Two, I mean, if you rainbow a unit in 240 stones, like, I mean, that's kind of a win. I didn't have to buy any stones, I don't think, to rainbow 18. And I was like, whatever. I guess I'll get a copy of Mamba just so that I can link level her. You know, from a YouTube standpoint, it's good to have, like, every character. I don't know that I'm going to do any, like, videos on her at 55%, because she sucks at Rainbow, but at least now I have her, so, you know, it's like, at the very least, I can get the power level buff, which is nice. You know, I don't really grind power level much anymore, just because, like, I don't really have any good units to link level, so, you know, at the very least, she does give me another unit to link level. You guys should definitely not summon on that banner. What you should be saving for is either the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner, or you should be saving for, Saiyan Day, probably. Maybe New Year's, if you're a new player. The New Year's step-up banners are usually pretty good value for new players. Let me go ahead and pull up the JP Tanabata banner, just so you guys kind of know what I'm talking about whenever I say, like, you guys should be saving for that banner. Specifically, the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner is the one that you guys should be saving for in particular here. Okay, there's Super Trunks. Alright, here he is. Is this it? No, that's the actual Tanabata banner. I want the... Here it is, the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner right here. So this is on Dokkan Info. If you go to Dokkan Info, and then you just go to, like, banners, and then it's on, like, what page was that? That was on page 7, and then it's right up here at the top. So, Dokkan Info, and then it's banners up here at the top. You can't see it, but it's right here next to cards. And then it's right here on page 7. So anyway, this is what you guys should be saving for, is this banner right here. You know, it's like this unit is, you know, still top 10 in the game. The Gammas are still pretty good. Gamma 2's fallen off a little bit, but yeah, for a lot of people, the Gammas are still going to be really good units. Pan isn't great. You guys know how I feel about Vegeta and Trunks. They're absolutely great unit. This will only be like their third banner on Global as well. You know, it's like they were on Saiyan Day, they were on their initial banner, and then this will be their third banner ever. So this will be a great opportunity to pick them up with coins if you haven't already. I think they're a great unit. Honestly, I still think you could pick them up with coins and you would feel pretty happy about it. Like, coin units to me are units like God Goku, Vegeta and Trunks. I don't know if I'd say this full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a coin unit, but like Vegeta and Trunks for sure, God Goku, Piccolo Jr., 23rd World Tournament Goku, or Orange Piccolo, honestly like the Blue Duo, maybe Merge Zamasu, though like those like really top echelon units in the game, those are like coin units to me. Like I wouldn't say the Gammas, I would not say they are coin units. These guys are definitely not coin units, and definitely not them. But yeah, you take a look at this banner, and it's really not super good. But like this unit's really good, this unit's really good. So at the very, and then like the Gammas are good. So like you have like 4 units here who are still like viable. And then like this unit's coming up on an easy A probably soon. This guy has some fringe red zone usage and is pretty decent next to this guy, and like you can kind of hide them. Pan sucks. I hate Pan. And this guy, like, believe it or not, we're coming up on this guy's easy A sooner rather than later. So, pretty decent lineup here, not too bad. And then, of course, unfeatured, you know, it'll have, like, some decent units in there. But if you're going to save for any banner, I would say save for this one. But if you're really wondering what to do with your coins, too, this banner, this will come in, like, December. This will be, like, the Starry Winter Night Christmas banner is what this usually ends up being. And this, you know, you can pick up these units with coins. I would not, like, don't summon on this banner, but if there's units that you want to pick up with coins, I would say feel free to do that. And I think they gave out rainbow tickets. Yeah, that's what this is right here. They gave out these rainbow tickets during the Tanabata celebration that you could then use to summon on this banner. I would say if you want to throw some of these at it, go for it. Like, if you're trying to chase, like, a particular unit on here, just know that the pool is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 16, 20. It's 20 featured units, so, like, if you get a featured unit, right, which is, like, a, what, 5% chance? Total cards, it's a 10% chance, and then, yeah, unfeatured is 5%. And then featured is 5%. So you have like a 5% chance to get a featured unit, and then you have a 1 in 20 chance after that to even get the featured unit that you want. That's not very good odds as opposed to You know, if you're trying to get like Super Saiyan 4 or Baby, I don't know why you'd be trying to get Baby, but if you're trying to get like this guy specifically, this banner, it's the same rate, you know, it's the same 5% rate here, but it's a 1 in 10 chance as opposed to a 1 in 20. So, you know, take that information as you will. Do whatever you want, though. It's like I'm not, you know, these banners are just coming up in the future. This is what you should be saving for, stuff like this. But honestly, this guy should return in like March on Global. So it's like we're probably gonna have to wait until November anyway to get this guy. And he's good, but I don't know that he's like game-breakingly powerful. Again, he's really, 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 really good. But I think if you waited until, like, Saiyan Day, where Saiyan Day might have, like, these guys on it, might have this guy on it, might have God Goku on it, it's going to have, like, whatever the new Saiyan Day unit is. My pick is, like, a Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Tapion movie. So if you wait for that, I think you're just getting a lot more value waiting for that Saiyan Day banner in March. We know exactly when Saiyan Day is going to be every year. It's March 18th or sometime around then, because that's Saiyan Day is March 18th. If you didn't know that, look it up. We're getting close to getting done here with the EZA. We're on stage 26. But yeah, okay, so that's what you guys should be saving for, though, is something like this. You know, save your coins, pick up one of these guys. I would probably say pick up them or them. That's who I would say get with your coins. Probably them. They're probably better at 55% than they are at 55%, but both units are still really good if you don't have them. Oh, don't get dupes. Don't ever get dupes with coins. You will always regret that. All right, let's go back over to cards here, and let's take a look at... oh, I got to switch back to global. There we go. All right, back over to cards, and we'll go to release date. I guess release date, EZA. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at, like, launch, and let's talk about our kit now a little bit. Oh, I forgot to... you guys already saw the inputs at the beginning. It's fine. There we go. But I'll pull up the inputs again just in case you guys want to try to see where those are going again. Okay, so launch. This is her EZA, right? So yeah, her leader skill is just kind of whatever. It's just a Peppy Gals leader skill. I don't know that you're going to get any use out of that. Yeah, I guess we need to just... What? They gave her super attack effects. That's funny. Here we go. So, launch. This is actually... She's like a turn 1 intro... Like, she's not like an intro character. Like, this unit predates intros. Intros essentially have replaced this type of unit, where they transform immediately upon entering the turn. I hope we never get a unit like this ever again, because they take 100 years to link level. I hate it so much. I dreaded the day I had to link level her and Int Ribrian and the Great Saiyaman. I put them off so long. And then, luckily, you know, auto was around, and I was able to use the auto clicker for it by then. But still, it took forever to get these guys link leveled because of that turn 1 transformation. Much rather it just be intros, then we can skip those. The only benefit of it being like this is that technically they're a transformation, so this becomes like a different named character. So if we got like a Golden Frieza, for instance, right, that was like base, and then transformed into Golden as like a transformation like this, then they would technically be a different named Golden Frieza, and they would link with like the LR Golden Frieza or like the EZA Golden Friezas. That's like the only benefit to this. But anyway. So she does greatly raise defense, which is good. Lowers attack and defense. I mean, that's fine. She gets attack and defense 150% at the start of turn. She launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Excuse me. That's pretty decent. That means she can quad super, which means that she can get 4 instances of this buff in 1 turn, which is pretty good. She gets Key 3 and an additional 120% attack and defense and high chance performing a crit for 7 turns from the start of turn. That is a start of turn buff. And honestly, that's pretty good for the current red zone stages. So I could probably like get some use from her from like against like Merge Zamasu or something maybe. An additional 100% attack and seals enemy super attack when there's another Peppy Gals category ally attacking the same turn. This doesn't really matter. Like... This is going to make her hit a lot harder, but it's not, like, necessary or anything to her success. So I would say that this is, like, a fine restriction. It's like if you have another Peppy Gal, she's going to hit a little harder. I would much prefer this be like this than, like, have a ton of defense locked behind this or something. Because, well, I guess there is, like, you could run her, since she's on Yamcha's team, you could have Bulma around for her. That could work as a rotation. We'll try that. I'll take launch on Yamcha's team against Merge Zamasu. We'll see how she does. And then an additional chance performing a critical hit plus 30% when the target enemy's super attack is sealed. So yeah, these last 2 lines don't really matter too much. Just real quick, let's bust out a calculator here. I think that's from Spirit Bomb Goku's what that calc was. Okay, so her links. 10-7-9-1 is her defense. 10-7-9-1. We're going to multiply by 5 for a 200% leader skill. And then we're going to multiply... What links does she have? Battlefield Diva. Flee, we're not going to get active. Metamorphosis, we're not going to get active. Berserker. Incredible Adventure, we can get active. Okay, so we'll just do Incredible Adventure. So we multiply by 1.07. So now we're at 57,731. Dokkan rounds down, by the way, so like we should really take out this decimal. So I should do minus 0.85. That's instead of retyping it. Okay, so there we go. So 57,731. Dokkan always rounds down, so keep that in mind if you're ever doing calcs. It's not gonna like materially matter, but you know you might be off by like 5 from what you actually see in game at the end of the day. Okay, so there we go. So that's our link buff. Is now we're up to 57,731, and then we get 150% at the start of turn, and an extra 120% for 7 turns. So that would be what, 270%. So it would be multiplied by 3.7. So our start of turn defense is going to be 213k, 213,604. Subtract the 0.7 again. So this is going to be our start of turn defense linked to like Bulma. If I divide by 3.7, get us back to that 57 number. What was it? It was 57,731. And then this time let's multiply by, it would be 150, 120. That would be 270. And then Bulma gives 37%. So that would be 307. So let's multiply by 4.07. So that would be her defense right here next to Bulma. Again, minus 1.7. Or 0.17. And so this would be her start of turn defense with Bulma's support up. And then she gets 50% per super attack that she does. So let's just say that she does 2 super attacks. So we would essentially double this. And that would be her defense post super attack. Obviously not very good, but if you get, you know, multiple super attacks off, then it could be like really powerful. So if we were to multiply 2 again, right, this would essentially be her defense if you got all 4 super attacks off. So yeah, like let's say you got 3 super attacks off, that would be her defense. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Well, no, that's incorrect. I'm sorry. Ignore me. Okay, so this is her defense right here. If you got 2 super attacks off, you multiply by 2. See, that'd be 469,930. And then if you got 3 super attacks off, you would multiply by 2.5. So that would be her defense with 3 super attacks. And then with 4 super attacks, you would multiply by 3, actually, my bad. So her max defense with Bulma support up and link next to Bulma would be 704,895. I mean, that's okay, right? Like with type advantage or something. Now obviously, this isn't good enough to tank super attacks in any way. But, you know, that's like all we're really going to get out of her. So again, like that's not super crazy. Sorry, I kind of messed up on that, like the calcs at the moment. Basically, all you would do, right, is the 234,965. For 1 super attack, you would multiply by 1.5. 2 super attacks would be multiplied by 2. 3 super attacks would be 2.5. And then 4 super attacks would be by 3. The reason you do that is because she gets 50% on each super attack. So, like, each one is giving her times 0.5. So each super attack that she's doing is giving her 117k defense here. So essentially you just add this number in to her whatever you see start a turn. That's really all you have to do, right? Is you take whatever number you see start a turn, half it, and then that's how much she's getting per super attack that she does. So you'll just add that in as she does the super attacks. That's how you would calc launch here. All right. So again, that's not super crazy, but I mean, you could get some use out of her somewhere, right? Like it's not like the worst ever, but it's not great, obviously. If she was getting like 50% for 3 turns, oh no, don't do that. I thought I had this locked. Let me lock that. There we go. If she was getting this for like 3 turns right here, that would be really good. But she's not. Like 3 turns wouldn't even be that crazy. Like if this was 3 turns right here, it would just mean that like she could get up to some decent numbers defensively. Anyway, let's go back to Oceanus now. Oh, can I leave, please? Thank you. Okay, Oceanus here. I don't even want to like show you guys her. She is just really, really bad. Okay, so her defense at the start of turn is 12,068. Let's just say we have GT and Shadow Dragons active, so that's like 30% defense. So you multiply by 5, multiply by 1.3. Oh, that was the final stage. We'll just keep letting it go for a minute. All right, so 78, 442. She gets 150% at the start of turn. The enemy is never going to be in the attacker defense down status, so you just can't get that. That's pretty good. So then we just multiply by 2.5. So she's going to be at 196k at 105 at the start of turn. And then she gets 50% per super attack. So again, you just multiply by 0.5. And so that's how much she's getting per super attack. So if you, like, you know, multiply by 2, and then you do, like, multiply. Let's say, how many super attacks can she even do? I don't know. Let's just say she double supers, right? So that would be just multiply by 2. So that's what her defense would be. You guys think that's good? Divide by 2. Divide by 2.5. All right, so the 78. Now, let's say somehow you can get the enemy in the attack and defense down status. So then you would multiply by 3.5 because you get the extra 100%. So she'd be at like 274, 547, at which point you would be getting 137 per super attack. Still not good, but it's better, I guess. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. That's obviously not very good to me, but, you know. You guys let me know what you think about Oceanus here. So anyway, Oceanus sucks. That is her easy A, right? Yeah, that is her easy A. Okay, just making sure. We got 18 here. I think I gave my 18 full dodge. I don't know if there's really a wrong way to build her. I would say maybe just don't go crit. What are her 200%? Interesting. Okay. Bulma's not on Battle of Wits. I don't know where we're going to show this 18 off at, if I even do a show. I will probably do a showcase for her. I don't know when. I got to get her link leveled first. Yeah, I mean, she's fine. It's like 180% here, 180 when performing a super attack. I think I have calcs of her somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, I couldn't find calcs that I did for her anywhere, so I don't know if I did them or not. But basically, right, like 9883. She's on a 200% somewhere, so we multiply by 5. And then, I don't know what links we want to get active here. Maybe Shocking Speed and Android Assault and Infinite Energy, I guess. So would that be 30% defense? Right, 20, 5, and 5. So let's say 30% defense. She gets 180% at the start of turn. We'll just do no support. And then she gets 180% when performing a super attack. So times 2.8 again. And then she gets 50% from her super attack effect. So she can get up to some decent numbers here. And again, this is without support. So that's not like the worst ever, right? That's only with one super attack. She could, you know, do like an additional or something. She has dodge chance in her passive too, which is pretty good. So, I mean, she's not like the worst unit ever. This 18 is pretty decent. That's what I'll say about her. And then Mamba sucks, guys. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking with Mamba here. Yeah, ooh, 500% attack. Yeah, great, you know. Yeah, like, these last 2 bullet points are just, like, terrible. I don't... She's not even on GT bosses, dude, like... What do you want me to do about this, man? Alright, Mamba. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about these, Easy A Peppy Gals units. Again, I'm gonna get this video out. I will get, I guess 1 video out for launch tomorrow for sure. And then I guess I'll do like a video of Oceanus somewhere. I don't know. For sure, though, expect the launch 200% video tomorrow, as well as, or well, I say tomorrow. For you guys, it'll be later today. Probably noon. Probably noon, expect a launch 200% video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This Easy A is probably going to be one that you guys can grind up pretty easily. If you're wondering the name of this auto clicker, it is the G as in, what is it, Gamma? G as in Gamma and C as in Charlie. Auto clicker, GC auto clicker on Android. I don't know of any auto clickers that work on iOS, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the one I use here. So let me know what you guys think about these Easy A Peppy Gals. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry this was a bit of a longer video, but I wanted to, you know, talk about some stuff here. Anyway, save your stones. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.